Hey, how you doing today? So in the last video, I talked about 4 ways that I make extra income on the side. You know, I have a full-time job, love my job. I got myself in a situation where I had more month than money, and so I had to make up the difference. So if you hadn't seen that video yet, hey, highly recommend checking it out. But I've been asked, hey, what is the one habit that's made you the most success? Okay, what's the one habit that got you over the hump, make you successful? It's consistent action. If you hadn't seen the video Courage to Take Action, okay, that's step number 1. Highly recommend that one. Go back and check that out. But once you've made that decision, once you're like, okay, I got to do something, it's consistent action on a daily basis. Consistent action on a daily basis. Every day, doing tasks, okay? Now, I mentioned 4 extra streams of income that I got. I didn't build all 4 at once. I've tried, and what it does is, you can be okay at several things, or you can be really good at one thing. And so, build one before you start another. You might not need more than one. Maybe you just want to do some real estate investment. Okay. Maybe you just want to do network marketing. Okay. Focus on one until you achieved your goals with that, and then move on. And I'm talking to myself here because that's really hard. I got shiny object syndrome bad. I just boom, 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 boom. In fact, my team, they always laugh at me. They're like, okay, what do you want? What are we doing now? Because I'm looking here and I'm looking here, and I'm easily distracted. I ain't gonna lie. But when you focus, when you take consistent action on a daily basis, that's when you start to grow. There's a difference between being busy and being productive. So you got to pinpoint what are the productive actions. What are those income producing actions? And how can I do that on a daily basis? Now, this doesn't just have to be on building a side business. This could also be in a diet, trying to lose weight, your healthy lifestyle. I said diet, I'm trying to avoid that. It's a different way of eating, right? It's a healthy lifestyle of eating. This could be in your faith, grow in your walk with God. Consistent daily action, being productive over being busy. Huge difference, okay? Huge difference. And that's what really got things moving. When I first started, when I went to that sales job and I was focusing on building that territory, and on the side, well, first I was working that second job, right? And then after I got my territory up enough to where I could walk away from the second job, I started building real estate on the side. And I had to be consistent in those daily actions. Consistent in shooting out postcards, okay? Because the more postcards I could send, the more calls I would get, and the more no's you get. But the more no's you get, the more yeses you get, right? Same thing with Amazon. When I was doing my e-commerce, they always say, always be sourcing, ABS, always be sourcing, and then feed the beast. Always send stuff in. If you want to grow your e-commerce business, you always have to be sourcing, and you got to consistently send stuff in. Okay, same thing with print on demand. Print on demand, you got to do your research on what people are searching for. And what are they looking for? And you're trying to find those little niches that aren't that competitive. You got the blue ocean, right, with not a lot of sharks in it. That's what you're looking for. You're looking for that empty blue ocean, and you got to. They say the riches are in the niches. You got to niche down and find those areas. So it takes consistent research. Number 1. Number 2, you got to be good at designing. You got to have a good design. And then you got to do good keywords. You got to build those listings, right? So consistent action on your print on demand. With network marketing, you got to constantly be networking, okay? Not recruiting, not. I like to say I'm not your average salesman, because they say, oh, it's not sales. Things sell themselves. Things don't sell themselves. They don't. Things sold themselves, and you wouldn't be seeing all these high dollar commercials and whatnot. So yes, it's sales, but there's 2 types of sales. There's a salesman, I like to think of the used car salesman, right? Nothing wrong with that, but they do the push method, right? They're real pushy. And then you got those that kind of, pull people to them. You got the pull method. And I prefer the pull method, the attraction marketing, as they call it. It's a much, to me, less stressful, because if I'm searching for something, then I want to search and find someone I'm comfortable with, and that's who I'm going with, right? Know, like, and trust. Yeah, so with network marketing, you just got to constantly be, filling your reach, with people, connections, networking. That's what's called network marketing, just network. And that's what I love about it. It's constantly making, friendships, making those connections. I remember when I was with my first sales job after I left the restaurant industry. And I knew it was going in a direction, I was very grateful for the opportunity they gave me, okay, and the great training. And it was a good job, but I didn't like I won't say the direction of the company, but not even the philosophy. But it was more like, it was publicly owned, so they're constantly answering to shareholders, and we constantly had to just focus on new business. And I get it, you got to grow, right? But it didn't allow us time to nurture our current business. And it was almost like, put the current business to the side, just focus on new business. And it's like, look, that's not me. It's not, I want to help my customers grow, right? I want to be able to have time to be more of a consultant than just, sell groceries, right? Does that make sense? And so I was interviewing for another job, and it had nothing to do with restaurants. It was actually outside, and it was a sales job. And I had to take this aptitude test, and I remember the interview went great, and met with the manager of the place I would be working at, and we got along great, and I hadn't heard back from him. I'm like, So I called back in a couple weeks, and they said, well, your aptitude test came back, and it says you're not good at sales. I just started laughing, like, what? I'm not good at sales. And, I started thinking, well, I'm not that pushy type of salesperson. So with the company I'm with now, I remember interviewing, and I had to take another, aptitude test. And I was like, look, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm not your average salesperson. They said, good. We're not looking for average salespersons. We're looking for people to be more of a consultant to help grow. And so it's a perfect fit. Very blessed to be where I'm at right now. And just the culture is so much different. But again, going back to, the habit, daily habit, consistent action. Just every day doing those steps. Focusing on, one thing a day. When I left the restaurant business and went to sales, I was focusing on sales, and I had to have that second job, but you go to that second job and you leave that second job. I was focusing on building that territory, and then I built that territory up, and I got my sales and my commissions to match what I was used to. I was able to step away from the second job, right? So then I put in, they say that you're 9 to 5 is where you make your living, right? Your 5 to 9 is where you build your fortune. I don't know. And so I had that mentality. I would, 9 to 5, I would work on my income, my bills. My 5 to 9, I'd start working on my fortune. Now, depending on your size, your family time, schedules, work around it. I did a lot when Sarah, she was in nursing school, and I would do a lot when she was like either at school or asleep. I'd wait for the kids and her to go to sleep or whatnot, and then I'd work on that at night. So you got to find your time. Do your schedule, time management. Where can I work this out? So consistent action. What makes a difference? Stop wasting time on just busy work. Busy work is Facebook, right? Now you can network on Facebook or on social media, but you can also waste a lot of time. I hope you found value in this video. If you did, hit the like button. Consider sharing it with others. And if you hadn't subscribed yet, what are you waiting on? Come join this journey. You tweak your lifestyle, small changes that make big impacts. Hey, to see that video on courage to take action, we're going to put a link to it right here. Till next time, God bless and keep grilling.